You guys, it's Vlogmas. So yesterday I was successful in finding the blush that Kristen recommended to me. I got it in 2 colors because they're little minis anyway. This is the work color, and this one is, what is this one? This is the perk colorway. Day 7 of the Sweet Sparrow Yarns Advent Calendar is a colorway called Blue Spruce on her owl base. First of all, I love this base because I've already talked to you guys about why I like that yak base. I just love the way it tones yarn, and yak also makes your finished piece drape a little more than other fiber contents will. But this colorway, obviously, I love greens. It's like one of my favorite colors overall, so this is gorgeous. Can't wait to put that into my granny stripe blanket. Maybe I'd order a sweater of that someday, actually. This would make a great sheer V sweater. Day 8 of the Stress Knits calendar, and this is such a Stacy colorway. Called Bubbly, which I hope this is a reference to like champagne bubbly. It is a little bit tan, a little bit effervescent, so I'm just gonna go with it. It's got such a sheen on this yarn. So gorgeous, like a cream color with some tans, some blushes. Bring it into the light a little bit more over here so you can see. It's super, super pretty. Stacy, this is a perfect colorway. Actually made a sound when I opened this package. Look how bright this is, but not in like a neon way. This is a colorway called Vintage Gold from my Granuico advent calendar. Her colors are just so fun. For those of you, like I said, who like the moodier, darker kinds of colorways, this would be an advent calendar for you. I absolutely love this. This is going to be such an excellent contrast color for like heels and toes on socks, or like a pop in a color work project, because there's enough in these skeins. I'm pretty sure this is 20 grams to do that. So this is such a good colorway to have on hand for when you need, you know, just kind of these vintagey kind of golds. So this looks awesome. Good morning.
Hey.
We are on our way to Andrew's apartment. Bags of craft and painting supplies in tow. We are going to his apartment because he has the plumber and the floor people for touch-ups in the kitchen, so we're gonna spend the day there. And I have a huge table available to me that Andrew made. A huge table that Andrew made, so I can do so much cutting on that without having to like crawl around on my floor. So I'm going to cut 3 projects out over there, some batch cutting. But first, coffee. This is the gorgeous table that Andrew made. As you can see, we are very into the hairy mode. I love all of the green in this. And he found some antique legs on, where was it? Etsy?
eBay.
eBay.
Yeah.
these antique industrial legs that will make it so it can move up and down because he plays tabletop games, which is why it has to be a specific size, aka huge. Yes, look at that. I want you guys to know that we have been singing Merry Christmas Ice King since I sat down to edit this vlog. It really gets in your head. It's a good song. Merry Christmas, Ice King. We're at this salvage yard right now that's really close to the Lowe's in Brooklyn, just kind of poking around because their hours are really strange. So this is the first time we've actually been able to come here to see what's here.
Well, there's a Christmas tree in the secret ninja room. It's all decked out with boughs of jolly holly. Lights are strung among the blades and throwing stars. Stacks of greeting cards have been filled up for the party. The Ice King is baking a fruitcake. Gunter's dancing to a playlist of his favorite songs.
It's all metal, so very industrial.
Will anyone show and help build men out of snow? Well, the Ice King's been Christmas alone. Ice King Christmas party, Ice King Christmas party, Ice King Christmas party, Ice King Christmas ninja party, Ice King Christmas party, Ice King Christmas party, Ice King Christmas party.
We're at Lowe's right now, looking for a faucet.
Cosmic owl spiked it, tree trunks providing lunch. Finn and Jake will like it.
So not an unsuccessful trip, but we did not find what we came here to get, which was a faucet. We found more furniture that we don't have a place to put yet. Very useful.
LSP does the jitterbug.
Day.
Is this a new hit song? All the Ice King wants for Christmas is a trip to Home Depot. Damn it! I can't think fast enough!
Party. Ice King Christmas party.
I really wanted this last time I was here, so I'm gonna get it now. Hopefully it'll bloom in time for Christmas. I think that's the idea.
Ice King Christmas party. Ice King Christmas party. Ice King Christmas party party.
I realize it's Christmas time when all the lights are coming on at night. Scarf for everywhere we go. We're leaving footprints in the snow. Drive beside the fire's glow, awaiting Santa's ho ho ho. Christmas time is finally here. Shout for joy and sing with cheer. Sound of laughter in the air. Peace and love are everywhere.
So we have a problem.
there's a gift for you from me. It's wrapped and placed well underneath a tree. I'll hold you close and take your hand, give a smile and share a laugh. Remember how the year has passed and hold the moments that we have. Christmas time is finally here. Shout for joy and sing with cheer. The sound of laughter in the air. Peace and love are everywhere. Christmas time is finally here. Shout for joy and sing with cheer. Sound of laughter in the air. Peace and love are everywhere.
I couldn't leave without the cabinet. It's so cute. And it's all like metal, so it's pretty heavy duty. I think I'm gonna make an amazing fabric storage cabinet. Although truth be told, it actually might be better for yarn storage in the future because don't think that's big enough to hold all the fabric I have. I have more fabric than yarn these days. And speaking of destashing my fabric, I think I'm going to go ahead and get started on cutting out the projects that I brought with me. So yeah, now that I have this giant table to work with, let's get started. See what we got here. This is what I brought over. I brought 3 projects to cut. One of them is a sweater for Andrew using this fabric right here. I got this at Fab Scrap in Brooklyn when I volunteered with them. And then 2 toaster sweaters for myself. This one, oh, did that snag already? That is not a good sign. Okay, so that one. And this one. This is the toaster sweater in question. It is Simplicity 8529, and I have made this sweater many, many times already. By many times, I mean twice, but I love it, and that's a lot for me. So I want to cut out 2 more because I live in this pattern. As soon as it's out of the wash, it's one of the first things I wear, so I'm very excited about it. I love both of these. And then eventually, after I cut those other 2 toaster sweaters, I will cut the Strathcona Henley out for Andrew. I forget who makes that. I'll show you guys later for sure, but I need to take his measurements so I know what size to cut. It'll probably be a medium, I'm guessing.
So South Parky.
Oh, and Rudolph even has a little red nose. That's cute. We're at the grocery store right now getting supplies for this amazing, yes, for rehydration because there's no water in the kitchen. And I am extremely thirsty. I'm about to be a dried up sponge right now. So we're getting supplies for dinner later and snacks and drinks. first one cut out. Moving on to the second. We're listening to some podcasts, having a little crafty session. Finally. So I'm just over here cutting on this table, which, by the way, first time in my life cutting on a counter-sized giant table, and it's amazing. And I'm telling Andrew that it's like changing my life. Tell them what you told me. Tell them what you told me.
I said just wait until I build you the coolest sewing table that's ever existed. That was so insane.
Your hair is great. But the main idea here is he's gonna build me a sewing table. So I have enough fabric to make a toaster sweater dress version, but because this is like stretchy sweater material, it will be quite bodycon. And I'm all for people wear what they want to wear and what they are comfortable with, but I'm just not sure that I feel comfortable pulling off a bodycon sweater dress. But I'm gonna cut it out and I'll try it on, and if I like it, then we'll see. But historically, I've not ever been able to purchase bodycon dresses in ready to wear because my hips and my waist are always two different sizes. So maybe now I can have one since I can make it myself instead. We'll see. So Andrew's about to put the first bits of paint on a very tough competition miniature painting piece. Feeling good? Feeling good?
So stressed out. Okay.
I just need this moment.
The thing is that
Never.
I don't know when the pressure in the tank is gonna get low enough, and if it does it in the middle of doing this, I jump because it's very loud. It's just gonna ruin everything.
So what are you doing here?
This is called a zenithal highlight. You start with a black base, and you kind of work your way up to a bright light white so that it simulates exterior lighting conditions and gives
pour
you
paint in there and also put water in this?
yeah, this is a little flow improver. It's a little better than water. That was too dark, so I'm going whiter.
Nice.
I just finished cutting out project number 3, the Henley, Strathcona Henley by Thread Theory patterns for Andrew. So I've got 3 projects cut out. I'm very excited. So now I'm ready to sew. I didn't have to crawl around on the floor in my apartment to do it. Very happy about this.
How's your back feel?
Great right now. Uh-huh.
King, oh, nice king, oh, nice king.
We are back. Andrew's making us his famous salad that I love. Okay, so there have already been several requests for your recipe. So, hold on one second, let me turn this around. Okay, so tell us what is in this amazing chicken recipe.
So it's amazing that you like it so much because it's a pretty simple recipe. It's pretty much one pan. It's easy to cook after a day of work or whatever. So I'm starting with some cut up red pepper and corn, and I put it in a dry pan and kind of char it a little bit.
Okay.
And then, yeah, that's the first step.
Okay. And these are some of the spoils that I got at the holiday market yesterday. These really beautiful olive wood spatulas because mine are pretty old. I've had them for a really long time, very dried out, and they needed replacing.
Oh, nice king, oh, nice king, oh, nice king.
So what are you putting into this bowl?
In this bowl, a little salt, a little pepper, a lot of paprika.
The key ingredient.
And I'm just eyeballing this, but you should figure out your taste gradually. But the real key ingredient and the thing that I secretly put into almost all my recipes is adobo.
Adobo. All right. It's a chicken seasoning.
Yep. Mix this all up. And I cleaned up these chicken breasts. I kind of like trimmed them a little bit. Mm-hmm. And then I rub them with this mixture.
Okay. So once we have this mixture, sprinkling it on, rubbing it in. About how much? A lot.
You kind of cover it.
Yep. Okay. While the chicken is cooking, he is rinsing the black beans. So that's the next ingredient you'll need. All right, describe what's in here now.
Okay, so we cooked the chicken flipping once.
Mm-hmm.
If you flip more than once, you're gonna get dry, gross chicken.
Okay.
So flip once, you can tell when it's done when it kind of starts to curl and look cooked on the sides.
Okay.
After the second side was like maybe 70% cooked and kind of sealed in, we add the corn and pepper back in, and I kind of I move the chicken to one side, I put the corn to the other side, and I put black beans here. Mm-hmm. And then once everything started to cook, I stir it all together, add some cherry tomatoes, some oregano, a little bit more garlic powder. This recipe would probably be better with chopped garlic, but everything's powdered spice-wise, and it's just quick.
Easier. Mm-hmm.
So.
And so now what are you doing with this lettuce?
This is fresh romaine. I'm gonna chop it up and make it the salad base, and then this all goes on top, and then the salad dressing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And while he cooks, I sort of become the sous chef mixologist.